Welcome back to MAP, Medical Pathways for Success, the show that helps you learn, grow, and navigate your way toward a successful healthcare career. I'm your host, Fred Nazario Alvarado, and today we're diving into one of the most exciting parts of your journey, understanding medical career pathways. Because the truth is, no matter where you're starting, the medical field is full of doors waiting to be opened. Some people step into healthcare through medical assisting, others through nursing, phlebotomy, radiology, or administration. But what all these paths have in common is purpose. Every role plays a part in patient care. So let's zoom out for a second. When most people think about working in healthcare, the first image that comes to mind are usually doctors and nurses, the people in scrubs at the front lines of patient care. But the truth is, healthcare is so much bigger than that. Behind every appointment, every diagnosis, and every treatment plan, there's an entire team of professionals working to make it all happen. There are the front office coordinators, the ones who greet patients with a smile, handle the scheduling, manage records, and keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. They're the first impression, the calm in the chaos, the voice that reassures patients when they call. Then there are clinical medical assistants, the multitaskers who take vitals, draw blood, prepare the exam room, and make sure providers have what they need to give quality care. They're the heartbeat of the practice, connecting patients to the care team with compassion and precision. You've got technicians and specialists, the experts in areas like lab testing, imaging, and EKGs, who help uncover the answers behind each diagnosis. And let's not forget the administrative professionals, the ones handling insurance claims, managing billing, and ensuring every chart, form, and code is exactly where it needs to be. Together, these roles form the foundation of healthcare. Every one of them matters. Every one of them makes a difference. And that's what makes this field so special. It's not just about one role or one title. It's about teamwork. It's about people coming together with one shared goal: to care for others. So no matter where you are starting, whether you're drawn to patient care, technology organization, or problem solving, there's a place for you here. Because healthcare doesn't just need more people. It needs you, your personality, your empathy, your curiosity, and most importantly, your drive to help others. Now that you can see just how many paths exist within healthcare, the next question is, where do you start? Every journey looks a little different. Some people begin at the front desk and discover they love connecting with patients face to face. Others jump straight in and start with the clinical side and realize they're meant to be hands-on helping providers deliver care. And some find their sparks later, maybe after years in another job, and decide it's finally time to pursue something more meaningful. Wherever you are right now, it's never too late and never too early to find your pathway. Because in healthcare, your starting point isn't what defines you. It's the direction you choose to grow from. For many, the journey into healthcare begins with medical assisting. It's one of the best first steps because it gives you something rare, a front row seat to both the clinical and administrative side of medicine. As a medical assistant, you're not just doing one thing. You're taking vitals, helping patients feel at ease, supporting procedures, and learning the rhythm of the clinic. At the same time, you're handling the administrative side, scheduling, charting, managing records, understanding insurance. You begin to see how every piece connects, how patient care and office operations work hand in hand to keep things running smoothly. That combination of skills becomes your foundation, something you can build your entire career on. Because once you've learned how healthcare really works from the inside out, you can grow in almost any direction you choose. Some medical assistants go on to specialize, maybe in EKG, phlebotomy, or medical coding and billing. Others take that experience and climb higher into nursing, physician assistant programs, or even healthcare management and education. And here's the thing, there's no single right route. Your path is your own. What matters most is choosing the direction that aligns with you, with your goals, your curiosity, and the kind of impact you want to make. Because once you take that first step, every bit of experience you gain becomes another stepping stone towards your future in medicine. Now that you've got that foundation in mind, let's talk about where those medical pathways can actually take you. Healthcare isn't a straight line. It's more like a map with multiple routes, intersections, and opportunities waiting around every corner. Some people find their passion in direct patient care. They love the hands-on connection, taking vitals, assisting with procedures, helping patients feel safe and supported. That path might lead towards nursing, respiratory therapy, or physician assisting, roles where your clinical skills and compassion really shines. Others discover they're drawn to the technical side, maybe running diagnostic tests, managing lab samples, or working with imaging equipment. If that's you, you might move towards specialties like radiology, phlebotomy, medical laboratory technology, or even biomedical engineering. And then there are those who thrive behind the scenes, the ones who keep everything organized and running. They might find their lane in medical billing, health information management, or even healthcare administration. These are the people who make sure the system works efficiently, that patient records are accurate, and that the business side of medicine stays strong. And here's something important. Every one of those roles matters. No matter which direction you take, you're part of a bigger mission, helping people live healthier, better lives. So whether you see yourself in scrubs on the clinical floor, behind a computer managing patient data, or in an office leading a team, it all connects back to the same purpose. You're part of the heartbeat of healthcare. Now that you've got a clearer picture of where you might want to go, let's talk about how to get started. Because here's the truth. Every great healthcare career starts with one simple decision: to take that first step. That might mean enrolling in a medical assistant program, exploring certifications, or even shadowing a professional to see what a day in their shoes looks like. Whatever it is, start somewhere. If you're still in school or training, use this time to soak up as much as you can. Ask questions. Volunteer for new tasks. Learn from everyone around you, your instructors, your classmates, and the providers you meet. Those small moments of curiosity often lead to big breakthroughs later on. If you've already finished your program, take a moment to reflect on your strengths and goals before choosing your next move. Maybe you want to specialize, gain more clinical experience, or transition into a leadership role. Whatever your decision, be intentional. Every choice is a building block toward the career you want. And remember, action builds confidence. You don't have to have the perfect plan. You just have to start. Each step forward, even the small ones, build momentum. So update your resume, reach out to that clinic you've been eyeing, sign up for that certification course, because every move you make brings you closer to the version of yourself you're working to become. This is where your journey truly begins, with courage, consistency, and the belief that you belong in this field. Sometimes the best way to understand a career journey is to hear what it looks like in real life, because behind every healthcare title, there's a story of growth, challenge, and purpose. So let's paint a picture. Imagine someone starting out as a medical assistant. Maybe they were nervous at first, just trying to get comfortable taking vitals, managing charts, and learning the rhythm of the busy clinic. Over time, they started gaining confidence, learning how to anticipate a provider's needs, how to comfort patients, and how to keep the day running smoothly. After a year or two, that same person might decide to specialize. Maybe they discover a passion for phlebotomy and pursue certification. Or maybe they find themselves drawn to EKGs and start focusing on cardiac care. Then, with that experience under their belt, new doors start to open. They might return to school for nursing, move into healthcare administration, or even step into education, helping train the next generation of medical professionals. And here's the beauty of it all. At every stage, they're still growing. They're still building on that same foundation they laid the day they started as a medical assistant. That's what a pathway really is. It's not one big leap. It's a series of steps, each one guided by curiosity, experience, and a desire to make a difference. And whether your story follows that exact route or takes a completely different turn, it's still valid because your path is your own. So don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Focus on where you're headed and take pride in the progress you've already made. Because in healthcare, every role, every step, and every lesson matters. And each one brings you closer to the professional you're meant to become. So we've talked about the different pathways and the many directions your healthcare career can go. Now let's bring that focus back on you. Finding your fit in healthcare isn't just about choosing a job. It's about discovering where your skills, your interests, and your personality come together to make the biggest impact. Ask yourself a few questions. Do you feel energized by face-to-face interactions, helping patients feel calm and cared for? Or do you thrive in detail-oriented environments where organization and precision are key? Maybe you love solving problems behind the scenes, managing data, keeping systems running, or making sure everything flows smoothly. Each of those strengths points to a different path. If you're compassionate, patient, and calm under pressure, you might shine in patient-facing roles like medical assisting, nursing, or therapy. If you're analytical and love structure, maybe healthcare information management or medical billing fits your rhythm. And if leadership and strategy get you excited, then healthcare administration or management could be where you grow next. The beauty of this field is that no matter where you start, you're never stuck. Every skill you build, communication, teamwork, empathy, time management, it all transfers and prepares you for your next opportunity. So don't stress about having it all figured out right now. Think of your career like a journey. One step leads to another, and every experience adds to your story. What matters most is that you stay curious, stay open, and keep exploring what feels meaningful to you. Because when your passion meets your purpose, that's where real fulfillment begins. And that's what makes this journey worth it. It's not about knowing exactly where the road ends. It's about being willing to take that first step forward and trusting that each experience will guide you towards the next one. And that brings us to one of my favorite parts of the show, your map moment.
It's time for your map moment. A quick little push to keep you going. Stay focused, keep strong. Your pathway to success is on.
So here's your challenge this week. Take 5 minutes to map out your own pathway. Ask yourself, what's one skill, one certification, or one area of healthcare I want to learn more about? Then write it down. It doesn't have to be a big step. Maybe it's shadowing someone in a different department, signing up for a short course, or just researching a new specialty that's caught your interest. Because small actions lead to big momentum. And that's how you start shaping the direction of your medical career. And hey, I love to hear what you come up with. If you want to share your map moment or tell us how you're taking that next step, send me an email at mappodcast@outlook.com. Your story might even inspire someone who's just getting started. Remember, every great healthcare professional started somewhere. No one walks into the field knowing it all. What matters is your willingness to learn, to grow, and to keep showing up, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Each day you spend studying, practicing, or caring for patients isn't just preparing you for a job. It's shaping the kind of professional and person you're becoming. So keep your eye on the journey, not just the destination, because every class you take, every challenge you face, and every patient you help is all part of your map. If you enjoyed today's episode, follow the show and share it with anyone chasing their healthcare dreams. Got an idea or topic you'd like me to talk about? Send me an email at mappodcast@outlook.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts, stories, or questions for future episodes. Your ideas and experiences could inspire someone else on their path. Who knows, you might even inspire me. Stay tuned, because next time, we're breaking down what you need to know about certification exams. We'll talk about smart ways to study, how to walk into test day with confidence, and what comes next once you've crossed that finish line. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep following your map, your medical pathway for success.